Hello everyone, and welcome back to Lobsters Yet Traveled.
Lobsters yet traveled.
Lobsters.
That's the bit I'm going with for this episode.
It's a good one.
That's my bet. Alright, let's go. He doesn't elaborate further, instead turning to Mark. Well, how have things been for you, Mark? This is your first day back on patrol, no?
More like first day back getting hounded by annoying questions. Two wouldn't fucking stop asking about it, and I had to take lunch early just to get them off my tail.
What tail?
Jesus Christ.
Dude.
You can't just say that to someone.
You can't just say that to someone.
You can't just say that. God.
I don't know, Doc. This is all turning out to be a fucking lot of work. I mean, people actually approached me to ask me about my day and shit. Me, of all Karain. I knew what they really wanted, but still it felt weird.
Well, people will be curious. It's just how they are. I mean, just last night, Merrin's eyes go wide as he reaches into his pocket and pulls out his monitor. Flipping it open, he squints before sighing. I suppose it's a good thing you got here when you did. I need to step out for a moment. The professor needs me.
Alright. You say so, Doc. Sorry, I'm just chewing something.
All good.
Can I...
Mark, can you stay here with Tucker?
What? Yeah, of course. Damn, Doc, my memory ain't that bad.
Merrin still looks worried, but he sighs and turns to me. I'm sorry about this, Tucker, but the professor is running into some issues, and well, I'll be back in a mark or two. He waves and walks out before I can respond. Maybe I do need a break, not just from these tests. I mean, at least Marek is staring at me. He's staring at me. Our eyes meet and I freeze. He, of course, doesn't say anything. He just slowly takes another bite of his lunch without breaking eye contact. Hi, Marek.
Tucker.
Thanks for bringing me lunch.
Uh-huh.
Every conversation between these two has the most insane vibes. It's like trying to talk to a wall with this guy. You're on break, yeah?
Yep.
Busy, Lynn? Is he messing with me? I mean, I know we didn't talk much this morning, but still. Are you okay, Mark?
Funny thing, I was just about to ask you that same question.
What are you asking? He looks me up and down before a faint sliver of blue shoots across his eye.
You read like a bad book, Tucker. You're sitting weird. That plucky confidence you had yesterday is fucking gone, and you can barely even face me. Don't make me force it out of you. I thought we talked about this.
Shit, I'm really so out of it that even he could read me? Oh, wait, why didn't Merrin say anything then? I guess my heart rate hasn't really gone up, but surely he...
Tucker, come on, don't fucking zone out on me again.
Right, sorry, I don't know. Things are just weird right now. I got out of that damn cell, but I can't force myself to feel better. I know I should, but I don't. I still feel scared and trapped, and... I have to take a moment to calm down. I was rambling, and I didn't even notice that my hands were bald and shaking. Mark doesn't interject this time. In fact, the only reason I know he's still there is the soft sound of crumbs falling into his lap, which he gently pushes aside. I'm scared, Mark. I'm outside of that cell, and I thought that would be the answer, but you were right. It's not easier. It's not gotten easier at all. I feel my eyes beginning to water, but I wipe it away before anything can happen. My breathing, off kilter and jagged, slowly starts to normal. Slowly returns to normal as the chill of the labs just sink its way through my skin.
Alright.
Mark stands up, brushing himself off and taking a few steps away.
Come on.
I raise an eyebrow at him, but he doesn't elaborate. He looks confused when I get up to follow, though. Is this not what he wanted?
Tucker, I know you're not a Karain, but I'd still suggest wearing clothes around the station.
What did he? By the... I scramble to the desk, quickly hide behind the drawers. I throw my clothes back on. I had them off all morning? No wonder it was so damn cold.
What?
What?
He had to take it off when he got in the X-ray, and he just never put it back on. The dumbass.
Tucker, what is wrong with you?
What the fuck?
He's not normal. I hear
No!
no wonder he was fucking staring. No wonder Mark was staring at him. Like... I hear Mark snicker a few times, but to be honest, I think they were well-deserved.
You coming or what?
We're leaving? Ignoring me, he takes a step out. The automatic door stays open just enough for a light to reach the room. Despite the radiant invitation, I can't imagine simply walking out the door. I wonder how static it feels here. Am I really going to follow Mark of Volcrane? Yeah, I am. An unnatural warmth comes over me. I step out into the light of the hallway. Not sunlight, but enough. No alarms or anything, so that's good. This hallway is empty enough.
Took you long enough.
Yeah. I see now Mark as we're waiting against the wall, just out of sight. Bastard. Where are we going? He just rolls his eyes and walks away. I still feel we should tell Mare when we're heading out, but since I'll be with Mark, I don't think I'm breaking any rules. Not that they were even explained to me, really. As we walk further and further with no explanation, I start to get a bit worried. But at this pace, all I can do is struggle to keep up. We pass through a few smaller doors, as well as some massive archways that go around the whole hallway. Airlocks, maybe? I guess it's possible. I would never imagined they'd be so big, though. Eventually, the hallways become even less occupied, and even less well-kept. There's paint scratched off in parts, just rust accumulating on the fringes, and stains into the pipes. The wear and tear finally showing through the veneer of all the technological glory. It's a bit surprising to see, but somehow welcoming. These are things I know. They may not be friendly or well-wishing, but familiarity is in high demand. I'll take what I can get. Although seeing rust on a spaceship can be a great sign. Maybe I should tell everyone to come check it out. Mark, still a few paces ahead of me, takes a sharp turn around a poorly lit corner, and I stop hearing the sound of his footsteps. I prepare for another surprise. This was not the surprise I was expecting. Mark, what is this? He simply offers me a glance for setting down our lunch and taking a seat, not humoring me with an answer. This is beautiful. Is it real?
Real?
Like, is that... I can't even finish my sentence as I press myself up against the cold glass like a child in a museum. I was not one for astronomy back home. The stars were fascinating, but cold. I felt distant and uncaring. And while it was nothing that piqued my interest, I could always understand why people liked them. They were untouchable, and on display for all to see. But this gateway casually tucked away in a forgotten hallway behind rusted doors and tarnished glass has put them on display like never before. And it's tumbling. I wonder if I've seen these stars before, and I'm just seeing them now from a new perspective. I mean, they could be completely new. I'm just homesick, but I'd like to think that both humans and Karain could look up and see the same stars. I almost feel silly. I mean, there's nothing to see. There are no planets, no view of Arius, no cool spaceships, no nothing. And I can't look away. We stay like this, unbothered and untethered from the rest of the station for what feels like a mark. I ate my food, now cold, all the same. Not even footsteps interrupt our silence, and it seems this part of the station is in disrepair and disuse. I found myself inches away from a cold death, and yet this is the most comfortable I felt all week. We may be small and most likely insignificant to it, but the void cannot touch us here. We have the observers, and we have our place. Even now, as the station is surrounded by it, and we float through it, it is not throwing us to the charnel winds. It is embracing us, holding us tight, and letting us dance endlessly under its starlit vigil. And it does not know it, and it will never know it, but is at peace. So am I, for at least but a moment. As I find myself drinking the dregs of my soup, I see Mark on his monitor just relaxedly scrolling. I have to thank him for this, or to talk to him at all since we got here, actually.
Aw.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
He stretches and looks back.
Cute.
The cutie. He stretches and looks back at the window, not longingly as I have, but with the same stoic expression that he always holds. Starlight highlights his short fur, almost glistening around the edges of a swarm. Hey, Mark.
Hmm?
Thank you. That's about right. You can just sit as the minutes roll by. The food runs dry, and I get everything back on the tray. Still, neither of us make a move to leave. Eventually, he silently directs our departure with a nod. I'd caution one last glance outside, but it would just make it all that much harder to go. We see a few Korean on the way back, but none as bold as to approach us or even do much of anything, really. As we get to the door, Marg swipes me in but makes no move to follow. Not gonna wait for Doc?
Nah, I have better things to do than wait for him all day.
Something come up? Well, thanks again for lunch. And I won't tell Merwin if you don't.
By the eye, Tucker, do not tell Merwin. I won't hear the end of it for months if you do.
Okay, I won't. He nods and leaves, but it's okay. He has places to be, as do I. Spent over a Mark and Merwin's still not back from wherever you went. I even got so bored I ended up napping on one of the examination tables for a bit. I hope he's okay. I mean, I'm sure he's fine, but like, I can't even imagine what he's having to do right now. Probably something about the experiment or whatever's going on. I wonder if they're going to ever tell me about that anyway. I get that it's under wraps right now, but like, I can't help but wonder what's worth ditching me for. Better leave me some for my entertainment next time if it's gonna take this long. Ugh. I shouldn't get mad at him, it's not his fault. I'm not mad at anyone really, just the situation. Hurrying up to the door, I hear some hurried thumps as someone approaches. Finally. Returning to my seat, I wait. No reason to get an automatic door for someone. By the heart, I am sorry that took so long. It was just one thing after another, and before I knew it, 4 marks had passed. I thought you just need some help running some standard models, and then... It's a lot of... Sorry I was gone for so long. Did Mark stay with you? Nope. No? I mean, he was here for lunch, but he had things to do as well. You've just been here by yourself? I'm so sorry. I'll try to see that it doesn't happen again. Perhaps next time I'll see if you can come with me. Come with you? Yes, there's a lounge right outside the professor's office. I'm sure you could just stay there. That doesn't really sound much better. Well, if he doesn't mind. A big goofy grin appears on his muzzle, and he finally settles into the room, quickly checking his monitor and reviewing what little data we had gotten earlier. Right back to it, I suppose. Now, where were we? Actually, you know, since we're already here, I did have another presentation I was going to show you. Another feature presentation.
Oh.
I was going to do it earlier, but well... Oh, you had another prepared? Yes, would that perhaps make up for my earlier absence? Sure, Doc. Seems Doc has a better grip on how to set everything up, as it doesn't take nearly as long before he's ready for me. So what did you want to show me, anyways? I figured you enjoy learning a small amount about your new, or rather, the station. Right, the Ikorio 2. I can only really offer a broad explanation of things, so I doubt you'd find technical readouts very interesting, and we don't have enough time to go into all of its history. Perhaps I can explain some of the general aspects of living aboard the station, as well as answer any questions you have. Sure, sounds good. I know Marek would be very happy with any of this. Well, as you know, the Ikorio 2 is quite massive, as it can contain upwards of 500 crew members easily, but the station itself is much, much larger. The crew only occupies about a third of the station, while the rest is for essential systems and machinery, all of which is divided up into 3 columns, each with various floors and sublevels. Most Korean get around using the elevator systems, although there are of course stairs, but not everyone is committed enough to walk. Most of the sublevels are just for housing things like power generation and life support, so no one really needs to go there, although, being so close to Nevail's rings, the station is also home to quite a few point defense systems, in case of emergencies, like asteroids and such. Most of that can only be maintained via spacewalk by our dedicated engineering crew. In fact, I believe Director Tyrion is trained to do this kind of repairs as well. Really? I can't imagine what it's like to float out in space. Hey, Doc, why are we orbiting Novale anyways? I mean, why aren't we orbiting Io or any of the other planets? Ah, good question. There's a variety of reasons, some that even I can't explain. Why not? I'm a bit too tired for Doc's soft lies today. If he can't tell me something, he better have a damn good reason for it. Well, because I'm not a politician. Wait, what? It was decided it'd be best if no planet could have a direct claim over the station, I believe. If it's not that the station itself generates vast amounts of income or something like that. In fact, I'm fairly sure it's the opposite, but yes, it's partially a legal issue. Mind you, that's not the only reason. It's also far easier to launch deep space probes, study Novale itself, and apparently catch aliens out here. Well, I know he's right about one of those things. Still, I don't want him to try and skip over things anymore. Alright, thanks. Of course. Its position as an independent entity actually provides a significant competitive advantage, especially when it comes to stability. If anyone from anywhere needs a project done or something researched, they can apply for a position. There are some clear front-runners in who has the final say, but really anything can happen. Being so far out is also a great boon to our understanding of the observable universe. We have several fantastic observatories, which we've used to explore deep space. Well, as much as one can through a lens. Anyways, it's safe for everyone if we're out here. Accidents are few and far between, but at least nothing's below us. What do you mean? Was that a slip of the tongue? The fact that he doesn't respond right away certainly makes it seem as though. I just mean that the safety regulations of space stations are very hard to maintain. We're lucky we have such a great maintenance team, huh? Why? Have there been accidents? Well, sure, accidents happen. I thought they were few and far between. Well, why is he doing this, making it so hard for me to trust him sometimes? What could he possibly be hiding that I would be better off not knowing? At least there's nothing below us. Oh, God. Merwin, has one of these stations crashed before? Well, not entirely. Merwin. Perhaps now isn't the time for this. Surely we should just... No. Tell me what happened. There have been a few incidents. Most are negligible, with minimal loss of life. Sometimes they even land things. But there are exceptions to that. It takes a worrying pause. How bad could it have been? Major thinks it'll be too much. Either way, no more secrets. Not if I can help it. There was a station of grand design and even grander ideals. It orbited Io in all of its glory and could even be seen from the surface. It was truly something to behold, or so I'm told. But this was before artificial gravity was perfected, and something went wrong. At first, people thought there was a meteor shower, and then a rare solar flare of some kind. But no, the station had fallen into a decaying orbit. Something had happened with the engines, and it passed the red line. The emergency thrusters burned up upon firing, communication were broken at best, and all people could see was rain. Sleek, fiery rain. His eyes glaze over, and his gaze becomes unfocused as he stares away towards some unseen light. I think he might not have been protecting me from knowing about this, but rather, maybe he didn't want to remember. Is that the reason we are orbiting Io? One of many. Well, surely that won't be relevant at any point in the future. It takes him a minute to slowly regain his composure. His focus returns, and he turns to me. I'm sorry, Tucker. I thought that might be a bit much for today. It does have a happy ending, though. After that, Io and Urian came together to create the station. Using what they learned, they made it better. Much better, trust me. Although I wouldn't have minded if they made it a bit prettier at times. It is a bit grey, isn't it? It's great if you like repetitive hallways, yes, but let me... Wait, they built this station? Correct. So does that mean the station that fell was... The crater left by the Icoriad 1 can still be seen from space. Oh. All the air in the room seems to escape through the vents as we sit in awful silence. Merwin sighs and informs me that we should finish a few more things today, to which I lifelessly agree. The descriptions have become laughably short as he just explains the procedure before wordlessly poking and prodding at me. I almost miss his overprotective nature from earlier. Some mirth eventually creeps its way back into his body as the marks pass. However, I'm feeling a certain fatigue of my own. The realization that it'll be here tomorrow, and the day after that, and at this rate the day after that as well. Stuck in a cold room, eating nothing but bland meals, and longing to be outside, I need to talk. Oh, of course, what is it? I don't know, I feel like I need things to go slower, and yet, besides the equipment pulls over another stool, keeping some distance between us. Is he afraid to sit next to me now? He was so confident on that little bench in the cell. Is this about earlier? I clearly understand that you may have been harrowing to hear, but you're quite safe here. No, it's not that. It's kind of everything. I know I was told that things wouldn't be easier when I got out of that cell, and I guess I just didn't want to believe it. Everything feels the same, but different. I mean, I can't even leave this room without assistance. And it's not your fault, nor is it Mark's or Rune's or anyone's, so I don't know what to do. I want to be able to try and live my life. It's okay, Tucker. Please don't cry. Fuck, I hadn't even noticed. He reaches out, but this gets to us both. What can I do for you, Tucker? I knew there would be hurdles, no matter how much I could be here for you. I just hoped they wouldn't be so soon. Is it these tests? Would you like to stop for the day? I don't think he understands. The second I left the cell, I started to fall apart, but I cannot tell why. Maybe I put so much emphasis on getting out of here that I lost myself in the reality of the day-to-day. No, maybe... yeah. I'm sorry, Berwin. I may have underestimated what my life would be like now. I thought things would be normal again, even though I have no idea what normal is anymore. Almost nothing has happened, and yet it got to me. He scooches his stool a bit closer and leans in on the desk. I understand this may not be something that I could fix for you, not right away at least, but please, I can always listen. I just think that I need to get out of here, that I need to run, that I need to go home, that I need a break. We should head back to your room then. There's not much more that can be done today anyways. Yeah. Why does it feel cold all of a sudden? Nothing's changed, and I've suddenly got goosebumps crawling up my arms. It's the same room, the same man, and yet I'm no closer to getting out of here than the day I arrived. Is that all it is? Just momentary glimpses of freedom, then back into a cage? Another room I cannot leave? A cell by another name? Is my room even a respite anymore? Seems the lights of the room have bled out and saturated the halls as well. It's a draining color, a dull and droll light that blends everything into a flat vignette of reality. I feel as if I would stay stuck, just standing here, if it were not for Doc quietly shepherding me along. The blues and grays merge into an all-consuming static, turning what would be a normal walk through the halls into a lurid mess. What would I even know about normal anyways? Normal is something light years away and quickly becoming more and more unobtainable. The blur of Crane passes by, all staring with vibrant eyes and a frown, each backed up by pearlescent fangs. Even as the cold air bites down, and I march ever forward, I can feel it gnawing at my extremities, trying to pull me to a slow death. This place is a prison, and there's only one prisoner. I don't even know when we made it back, but we did. Walking past Mark, I crawl into bed and wait. He knows well enough to not bother me now. Another day, another time. I simply wish for it all to go black. Day 9! Yippee! Things are
Day
going
9.
well.
Yippee!
Things are going so well and normally.
Yup. I'm sorry, did you say something? I said, do you think you'd be up to run a few tests today? You've been out of it since you got here. Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't sleep well. Well, I'll go get things set up then. The same blue lights cascade around the room as Doc turns everything on for the day. The movements are sluggish as he goes between monitors, muttering under his breath. I wouldn't freak him out too much last night. It's a bit hard to tell what he understood and what went over his head. He seems to understand that I'm still not doing well, despite being out of that cell. And yet... Tucker, I can hear from here. What's wrong? Seriously? From the other side of the fucking... That trick is getting a bit tiring. Never mind, he should call me out on that, honestly. It's nothing, Merwin. I was just stressing myself out. Thank you. Seth peeks out from behind a monitor with a solemn expression. He's almost too far away, but I can see him scanning me from behind his little glasses. Beginnings of a caring smile are cut off by a sound from his monitor. Ah, well, I trust you. Please, remember what we talked about yesterday? Yeah. Right. Well, would you mind coming here, please? Hopping off my stool, I see he's projected my x-rays up on the monitor. Well? Well, what? What do you think? Pretty impressive, right? I mean, I guess. I thought I told you I know what x-rays are, though, right? Yes, you did, but still. Tell me, have you ever seen your own skeleton? Wait, he's right. That's me. That's not an example from a textbook or a John Doe. That's me. Do my feet really have that many bones? I guess you're right. A smile returns as he points out a few bones and explains to me their similarities to Korean physiology. He's excited to show me every little detail, even going so far as to point out all the little dents and cracks he's noticed. He seems particularly confused about my tailbone, but seeing as I'm unsure how to explain it, I just wave it off for now. Well, that answered most of my questions. I'm glad we had time to get that done. I've scheduled a few more scans for you today, as there are a few other things I'd like to see besides your bones. What? Nothing. Well, we should get to it. We'll do a scan to see your organs, one to see your muscle density, and maybe one to... Beep, beep, beep. Taking out a small flip monitor, he really checks the message. I assume Mark just wanted to tell him he's coming by with breakfast or something. His face, however, tells a different story. Surely he must be mistaken. I told him that... Merwin? His eye shoots down at me, listless and empty. I'm sorry, Tucker. I have to go. Wait, what? This again? He can't be serious. Oh, well, should I get ready? He looks away, refusing to make eye contact with me. Marrow? He wouldn't. Not after yesterday. You said I could sit in his office, right? I'm not going to his office. But wait, didn't we talk about this? I know. I'm sorry, it's not my choice. I can't... I'm rarely getting to look at me as he heads for the door, collecting what little he needs as he rushes out. Before he can escape, I manage to snag the end of his coat. Doc, what am I supposed to do? I'm sorry, Never mind. Beep, beep. He looks back from between me and the door. He tries to say something, anything, but words fail him. Defeated, he heads out, barely muttering a goodbye. His footsteps plod down the hall, quieter and quieter with each step. Fuck! I feel the whole room shake as my anger is released with a single word. Anxiety comes crawling back from the dregs of my mind. The corners of the room feel less lit. The blue haze of it all feels more abyssal. My own ocean is around him. Looking around, I head back to the school and just sit at the desk. I bat around the idea of leaving to see if I can find Mark or Rune out there, but I know how futile that would be. I wonder why he didn't bring me with him. After last night, I was really hoping that... No, he doesn't understand what's wrong at all. If he did, he wouldn't have left me here, right? I was really hoping today would be a step in the right direction. Perhaps another day. Another day. After walking around the lab for what feels like a mark or so, I've planted my stool above the door. At least this way, I can pretend the passerby or some form of company. How was your... Oh wait, no, you guys haven't gotten to voice in a bit. Voice this random passerby.
Oh shit! How was your...
Haha, yeah, we had...
Do you think that...
So early in the morning! we got really gay for that.
We did.
You really did. You really pulled it out there.
That's just what I sound like, to be fair.
True. There's a character that I'm waiting to show up that I'm specifically, like, Addie does have to voice this character. And I'm very excited for when that happens.
Oh, God. Oh.
Yeah.
How soon?
It might actually not be very soon. It might be for a while. I don't remember exactly when this character shows up. But I do know exactly.
Okay.
I know exactly who.
That's scary.
It is. For all the struggles I've been through already, I can't imagine how hard this would be if I couldn't understand them. Maybe I'll never be able to wholly understand them. 1 second. Maybe I'll never be able to wholly understand them, but I'm still confident. Got such a head start, after all. If only I could... Wait, what's that sound? Before I have time to get up from my seat, I hear an offbeat tempo slowly approaching. Kinda sounds more like frantic running, as if like coming this way. I mean, I guess it could be Merwin, but he usually sounds different when he walks around, and I don't have much time to think about it, as the door bursts open and a crane runs right past me.
Oh, hold on, let me...
That's you, bitch.
Yeah, I know. I know. The one time that I'm fucking clicked off. The one time. Hello? Is anyone here?
Rune? Rolling around, he sighs before walking over and propping himself up against the door. He's breathing heavily, and he has to takes a moment to gather himself. Did he run all the way here?
I wasn't sure you'd actually be here. Sorry, I ran up like 3 stories to get here.
Do you need a second?
No, we don't have time.
We?
Yeah, didn't Merwin tell you? He told me to look after you because he's gonna be busy today. I only got his message a few minutes ago. But we have to go. I didn't finish setting up for the day, and I have to hand out assignments, and I have to find...
Okay. No worries, bud. We can go whenever.
Right.
He just stands there waiting for me. Rune, you have to lead us there.
What? Oh, right. Well, let's go, bud.
Yay, Rune time.
Yay!
So I'm not quite sure where I'm being led. We head out into the crowded hallway. I guess this is what I wanted, to get out of the labs. But not to be left behind. I rarely have time to think as Rune speeds ahead, darting around the corner before I can see which way he's going. He better not leave me here. I have half a mind to turn around before I get too lost, but at this point I think I already am. He forgot about me, didn't he? Peeking around the corner, I noticed Rune standing at the far end of the hallway. Next hallway, looking quite worried. About time. Stepping out, he notices me and hurries over.
Sorry, I thought you were right behind me.
No, I wasn't. You ran off too fast, bud. Just please don't walk so fast. I almost lost you there.
Right. Of course. This way.
It feels like whenever Tucker is speaking to Rune, he locks in.
He locks the fuck in.
It's really funny. We continue down the halls until we turn into an unfortunately occupied hallway. I catch glimpses of them out of the corner of my eyes. They stand as statues and dare not approach. One day I wonder if I can converse with them, maybe and relate to them. But I know that the day may never come. And if it does, it surely isn't today. I catch up with Rune, who was once again zoned out and started walking too fast. Looking back, I see a few of them have turned the corner to catch one last glimpse of me. It's refreshing, all things considered. The expressions are more of curiosity and amazement now than anything. Some even hide when I look back. Maybe they aren't all interested. Maybe they aren't all so scary after all. After a few sparse halls and some grueling stairways, we find ourselves alone in the front of a poorly lit hallway. The familiar grit and grime is visible once more. I guess not everywhere here is so pristine and well kept. Rune quickly runs over to a panel and starts trying key cards on the door. The door responds with a very clear buzz, and Rune sighs and tries another. This might take a second. My halls here are much colder than before, enough that I'm starting to see my breath. Noticing the door is suspiciously open, and my caretaker is nowhere to be seen, I assume I shouldn't wait for an invitation. Heading inside before the door closes, which it does, it takes a second for my eyes to adjust to the low light. Looking ahead, I see Rune ambling his way through and decide to follow. I should probably remind him that he has company, lest he leave me for a third time. Hey, Rune, where are we? Bang! In a panic, he rights himself and bangs into a pipe, causing an echo to cascade down throughout the hall. A small light starts flashing where he made contact with the low ceiling. Rune, buddy.
Oh.
I think I might have just added another repair to his list. Oh my god, are you okay, Rune?
Ow!
He takes a moment to rub his head with his breast out before looking around and noticing the flashing light. There's a pause that washes over him, and his arm responds in kind. Almost trance-like, he raises the pod away and, clang, pushes it back into place. Another resounding thud is heard throughout the corridor. This time the light blinks and blinks and then stops. Did you just fix that with your bare hand?
Oh, Tucker, I forgot you were, yeah, well, sometimes the best tool is the one you have on paw, you know?
Yeah, I guess so. Placated, he offers a small nod.
Here, stay close to me.
Waiting for me to catch up, he begins leading us through the pipes and cords that make up this corridor. It's almost pitch black in here, even as the light from his arm illuminates withered wires and scratched metal. Oop. Every time he's not using his free hand to push aside some wayward wires, he's rubbing the spot where he hit his head just moments ago. Are you sure you're alright, Rune? It's not like you hit your head pretty hard back there.
No, I'll be fine, thank you. It's just a bump.
Just a bump? He displaced a whole pipe.
Well, most of the pipes down here are due for replacement. Well, overdue, actually. So it's not that hard to break them. But don't worry, I'll put something on it later if it hurts too much.
I'd sigh, but he's insistent on being on time, and we don't have to slow our pace one bit. Following Rune, we eventually step into a narrow and totally unfamiliar hallway. Somehow even darker and dingier than the last. Where are we now?
We're in the main maintenance tunnels. They run all over the ship, but this floor specifically is where we operate from.
Do you always have to crawl through a tunnel to get to work?
What?
Rune, we just crawl through a hole in the wall to get here. Do you have to do that every day to get to work?
Oh, no. Usually I take the elevator or the main stairway, but, well, you can't really do that yet. Although, all of the tunnels on the station are connected, so it's pretty easy to find your way back there. Look, see this?
He points to a sign on the wall.
If you follow this, you can always find your way to the maintenance hub. We put them up ourselves after we lost too many people in the tunnels.
You lost them? Like, you did find them eventually, right? They are dead?
No, just a lot of new recruits get lost, and well, it's caused some people to switch to different posts. So we put up these signs so that doesn't happen again. Well, so it happens less.
I should keep an eye out for those signs. Right, thanks. He quickly nods before heading off down one of the halls without beckoning me to follow. Somehow he's even more out of it than usual, so I don't say anything and just follow behind. The cold is getting to me, though. The tips of my ears have an uncomfortable chill to them, and I've had to hide my hands in my pockets. How far do I know where we're going? I know Merwin said this place was big, but... Hey, Rune, how big would you say this place is? Like, I know that you probably can't explain it to me literally, but in your own words, could you tell me?
It's the biggest place I've ever worked at. Mind you, I've only worked on 2 stations, and the other one is on EAO, so... But overall, the station itself is massive. I think it's one of the biggest in the system.
And how far down are we right now?
We're about 3/4 of the way down. I'd say the lower you go, the fewer people there are, and the more machinery there is. At least from what I've seen. Eventually, it gets harder and harder to find ways down, and at the bottom is the Mayrin.
That sounds familiar for some reason. What's that again?
Oh, right. I think we told you about it once, but it's the reason that we have gravity on the station. Actually, I looked into it a bit more after we talked. I think it pulls everything towards it, but otherwise, I don't know. I just know it's really big and really, really expensive. And I think there's only one of them anywhere. I mean, not just here.
Right, they did say that before. You weren't allowed down there, right?
Well, I just can't get too close to it. It messes with electronics, which can get dangerous.
You did mention that it messed up your arm, right?
Yeah, I couldn't use it for a whole day. One of the doctors said I had something called phantom pain. It was like it was there even if I took my arm off. Which probably meant it was a problem with my neural, not my arm. Anyways, I'm not allowed to work on it directly. I just fix things around it, like the lights or the wiring.
That still sounds incredibly impressive. Oh, speaking of. Sorry, I got another question. I think Marrow said you were trying to do repairs in the exterior of the station. Is that true? He almost trips over himself as I ask, taking a second to look back at me with a confused expression.
I didn't know that he knew that.
Oh, maybe he wrote it on your file. You do have a file, right?
He must have. Sorry, I'm just surprised since I'm one of the only mechanics that's trained to do it. Mind you, most of the time, engineering goes outside to fix any issues. I'm usually called just to replace missing paneling or some of the external lights.
I'm sure it's far more interesting than that.
Okay, maybe it is a bit more interesting. But really, I don't get to do a lot of the complicated repairs. I mainly just help out.
Is anyone else on your team trained for that kind of work?
Oh, it's just me. I've been trying to train my assistants, but since we don't get called out very often, we don't get access to the suits. And it's a bit hard to train someone how to work on the exterior of a space station without a spacesuit.
Huh, okay, that's fair. And wait, your assistants? I'm sorry, did you tell me their names before?
Oh, just in passing. It's Tess and Milo.
Will they be around today?
Probably, but I don't know if I'm allowed to introduce you to more people right now. Not that I don't want to, just... I wasn't expecting to have to show you around today. I was halfway through finishing some scheduling when I had to run to get you. Couldn't Dr. Seno have scheduled me in sooner?
No, I don't think so. He was called out to go and do something for Tier. It sounded kind of urgent, and I think it was a last-minute thing.
Oh, really? Well, Chief Seno has been busy, so I imagine it's important.
Gives me a worried look before trying to change the subject.
But it's okay that you're here. I knew I was gonna have to take care of... host you, eventually. Although, today might be a bit hectic. There's a lot to repair, and we only have so many paws to do it.
I have a feeling every day is hectic for Rune. He doesn't seem like the type of person who ever stops. Well, you have 2 more paws to help you today if you need them. I say, holding up my hands.
Oh, you don't have to do anything, Tucker. You can just stay in my office if you want to.
No. I don't care how polite he's being with that offer. If I find myself stuck in some room all day again, I will lose it. I'd rather not stay in the same place all day, if that's alright. And hey, I can help carry things, remember? You'd say that would be helpful, didn't you?
Oh, well, I was just kidding. You don't have to do that, bud.
No, really, I want to. It'd be nice to get out and see more of the station.
Oh. Well...
Yeah?
Well, most of the repairs are in the maintenance area, so it will just be a lot of tunnels like this.
Oh, of course. Well, it's better than being stuck in another office. I guess that's okay, yeah?
Don't worry, there's still plenty to see down here.
Yeah? Like what? I don't think he was ready to give me an example. His face becomes glacial as he gets lost in thought, and I swear I can almost see the gears in his head turning. The lights on his arms softly glow against the cool background. I'm glad I'm not particularly claustrophobic, otherwise this day might be a bit more stressful than it already is. I wonder what Merwin's doing right now. I'm sorry he had to run off like that, but I hope Tyr isn't giving him a hard time. Maybe I should...
Oh, I know. I could show you the thrusters.
The what?
The thrusters. Or what's left of them. The station didn't just get here by itself. There were massive rockets that propelled it here. But since the station doesn't really move anymore, they took them apart. It's really fascinating, though, all of the unused mechanical parts and interlocking system.
He's positively beaming right now. I guess this is his thing after all. But does it really sound like the most interesting place to visit? Tucker. Dude, that sounds incredibly fucking interesting.
Tucker, dude.
My man.
It's a fucking rocket.
It is a rocket it is an alien rocket that lifted this space station into space, and then they took apart the rockets and put it inside the space station. Like,
yeah, like,
dude. Isn't this the guy who's using the pools when he's supposed to, and he wants to show me an empty room with broken machinery? Actually, it sounds like room. That sounds a great room. If we have the time, I'd love to see it. Coming to of wires. Coming to a bundle of wires. He stops for a second to check for something. He takes some notes on his monitor. As we step through, I notice another one of those signs on the wall. I guess he wasn't kidding, they're everywhere. You can spot them from behind all the wires. I'm gonna ask about how he got into doing repair work, but I hold my tongue now that we approach a large door. I jump as the door starts to slide open, mist billowing in through its gaping maw. He hurries through, only stopping to turn around and beckon me onward. Walking through the dense air, I can see the machines here are dripping wet, water rolling down their metallic bodies. Are we close to it?
What? Sorry, what was that?
I was just asking if we're close.
Yeah, sorry. I was just trying to finish the schedules for today. Cass messaged me and told me that everyone's already waiting for me. Which is good, of course. But it means that I need to finish these before we get there, and well...
Can you just ask them to help you with it? Aren't they your assistant?
Well, sure, but really, it's my job, and well...
Seems like a lot of work for one Korean. Speaking of, how did he become the leader down here? I don't doubt his technical prowess, but he does seem to hold an impressive position for someone of his disposition.
For his unmedicated anxiety.
Yeah. How'd you come about that anyways, becoming the director of maintenance and all that?
Oh. Well, I originally worked on EAO until a position opened up, which I applied for right away. From there, I kept working until a position here was available, and, well, once the director position was open, I was voted into it. I was also one of the only high-ranking crewmates, available. So I don't want to say I fell into it, but it was very sudden. Sometimes I miss just fixing things. But I'm grateful for the position.
No, it sounds nice. Thanks for telling me.
No problem. Oh, this way, please.
He wasn't kidding about how close we were as we approached one final door. Even from here, I can start to hear noises. Sure, there's the usual thrumming of pipes, but also voices. Finding the right keycard much faster this time he swipes us into. Whatever the hell this place is. And let's find out whatever the hell this place is on the next episode. Goodbye.
Bye.